Hello, world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show here on February 23rd, Friday. Happy Friday to all. This show is where we take different news from different sources on the internet, discuss it in a common sense way. You can email your suggestions or comments to commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's common with a K. Or please call in. Let's discuss some of this stuff on the air, live. In a common sense way. Let's bring the left and the right together, and really, it's really common sense stuff sometimes if you just talk about it. You can call in 805-994-0606. And, of course, still top of the news is the shooting in Florida that happened last week on Wednesday. I believe it's been already, 8 or 9 days? Starting with Fox News, their top thing is Coward of Broward County. And what they're talking about is that armed deputy is accused of hiding during the Florida school shooting. Is now being guarded by police. He is shown on video hiding outside the site of the school where everything happened for 4 minutes during the 6 minutes of the shooting. This is an armed deputy who I don't know if you want to call it froze or just didn't go in. It's the big news. This kind of goes, how could you arm teachers and expect them to do something if a cop basically didn't go in? And that's really, I hate to say this, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to go in there and put their life on the line. That's one of the things, in my opinion, when you become a cop, that's one of the things you sign up for. It's a dangerous job. We know that, and this is where you earn your money. And it's unfortunate. I don't know the details. I'm just reading, what it says on here, but that is just. I'm sure more stuff's going to come out on that. I'm not going to name the guy's name, but he has already resigned, and they're guarding his house there in Florida. Moving over to CNN, this still has to do with the gun shooting. Allies urge Trump not to go further on gun control measures. Just one thing out of here, Trump has called for raising the minimum age to purchase a firearm to 21, a proposal the National Rifle Association, NRA, has rejected. And I don't understand this. To me it's common sense that if you just look again, this is the third time I'll be mentioning this. If you look at all the states with all the gun laws, there are only 18 states out of 50 that do background checks, which is ridiculous. Everyone should do it should be a 15-day background check. That should just be standard. If you can't wait 15 fucking days for a gun, then I don't know what to say. What would be such an emergency where you need one within 15 days? I don't understand. Then there's only 8 states that actually have a firearm registry. So there's issues there, and then you need to start with these basic issues. Start with the basic issues. It's really that simple. They're trying to make too big a deal out of it, or trying to maybe go the easy way. But let's start there. Start right there. Start by background checks. It's 15 days. I'll wait 15 days. I have guns. I'll wait right now. I have to do it here in California. Make them as strict as California, except for I disagree with the magazine laws. I think maybe that should be a bonus, certificate thing you get, or some kind of rider on your, deal with that gun. I don't know, whatever it is. I like big clips because they're fun to shoot when you go shooting. Most of us shoot for fun, and there's that, the small 0.00 whatever percent that fuck everything up. Here's another one where it's all about the things that didn't happen. Florida shooting, sheriffs got 18 calls about Nicholas Cruz's violence, threats, and guns from 2008 to 2017. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? That's where we got to work on that kind of shit too. Yeah, you need gun control as far as better background checks and stuff, and then you also need to, shouldn't have happened. I guess I don't know what to say. Sheriffs need to take this shit more seriously. It's ridiculous. It could have been prevented. It seems like there's a couple different things that could have been prevented. It could have been done to prevent this. Moving over to the BBC, that's another big story there. Officer failed to confront school killer. That's big news. That's crazy. I don't know how you could even. I haven't heard any input from Trump on that or anything. I don't see that anywhere. I think everybody's hiding on that one. That's a bad faux pas there on law enforcement, unfortunately, and I totally respect law enforcement, but that's bad. Hey, let's move over to sports. Russia, the Russian Zagatova, 15 years old, took the figure skating gold, and Nagasu came in 10th. That was our hopeful. But what she said, and I don't know, I actually watched her thing, and she said about her performance, I thought of the performance as Dancing with the Stars edition. She wants to be a star. She literally thought she was using that as her audition for Dancing with the Stars. She used the Olympics to audition for the Dancing with the Stars. Huh, I guess that's cool. Well, we'll probably now see her on Dancing with the Stars. All right, go for it. Okay, moving over to TMZ. Black China back in the news. Chick in the new sex tape looks like me, but she's a cheap knockoff. That's what Black China's saying. So, interesting. It's a 13-minute video surfaced online just a day after Black China's oral sex video with Meche. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Now here's an interesting one. This is kind of cool. Florida school shooting hero coach Fies deserves ESPY award. So there's people actually pushing ESPN to give him the Arthur Ashe Courage Award for the ESPYs. Man, that's cool. Hey, I'm with you on that. That is something good. That's actually touching me right now. That's a good. I'm all for that. You got Eric Salas's vote. Moving over to the travel and the news, my favorite part of this deal. A couple things. Airlines could soon start charging different fares for different people. They're going to be using, you got to read into it, it's complicated, but they're going to probably be using some type of algorithm, so the more you travel, stuff like that, you may be getting better deals, whereas if you're a business traveler using business credit cards, you may be actually charged a little bit more because businesses have money, cheddar. On that same note, interesting, if you're an Airbnb person, which I am, I love Airbnb. I've used it in different countries everywhere. Here in the United States, they're adding a loyalty program. So, and what are they calling it? They're calling it something. I should have had that up already. But it's going to be a loyalty program, basically. And the more you use it, they're going to give you, different benefits of using Airbnb. And I'm actually been on Airbnb lately, planning my trip to Europe this summer. That's almost going to end it here today on this Friday. We'll end it with one little quick quote from Facebook. I got from one of my Facebook friends here. I'm just going to read it, just a real quick one. No one blames the gun when cops shoot people. Let that sink in. So take that for what it is. It's weird just hearing both sides of this on this whole gun thing. It's just interesting. I think a lot of people, whether you're on the left or right, just think for yourself. Don't think as a left or a right person, a conservative or liberal. Think exactly. Take a deep breath and think, how do I really feel about this? You don't have to follow. If you're a right conservative or a left, liberal, you don't always have to follow exactly that way. You could think on your own. Remember, you're an individual. Think on your own. That's going to end it for today, Friday 23rd. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show. And we may be doing a weekend edition this weekend. I'm hoping. We'll see. But if not, I will see you Monday. And have a great